Hey peeps, welcome to the Crafty Witch UK. My name is Arietta and today I am going to be adding some colour to my Cloisonné kit wire work. So come on in, grab yourself something to drink, maybe some crafting of your own to work on alongside me. Feel free to pop into the comments and say hey, and if you are watching on replay, then do remember to let me know down in the comments that you're here so that I can thank you for watching. I can see that we've got the lovely Kate and the lovely Dotty Crafter Roxy in the comments already. Hello, hello, lovely ladies. Also on the screen, you will see down the bottom there's a little scrolly thing that has got my discount code for Cloisonné kit. So if you feel like trying this out, if you feel like trying this out, then do pop along, have a look at what they've got to offer. This is the second Cloisonné kit that I have had a go at. I'll grab the first one out. So have a look. Oh, excuse the squeaky chair. Right. So, far too much effort. I should have prepared better. So yeah, this is the first one that I did. I'm still umming and ahhing about whether to add a coat of resin over the top. But I'm really pleased with this. This was listed as a beginner's kit on their website. Intermediate maybe. Although, you know, having said that, I managed it, I completed it. But it was certainly a learning curve. You can see I've got a whole playlist of Cloisonné, so if you want to go back and watch me work on this, you can do. But yeah, this is just two very lovely koi fish. This is the older style. Hi Andrea, hi, welcome. This is the older style Cloisonné board because it doesn't have this nice gold edging. As you can see, I've put a line of wire around the edge of this one. This is their new board that comes with a nice gold edge already on it. So this is my first time using the new board. And as you can see, this is a custom design of my little channel logo, avatar, little crafty witch. So yeah, if you've got any questions about what I'm doing, let me know. I can't promise that I'll be able to answer them, but I'll try. I will say Cloisonné have got a really nice and very active group on Facebook that is sort of overseen by the folks at Cloisonné Kit. And lots of people popping on there regularly, sharing their progress and talking about what they're doing. So you certainly won't be alone if you get into this as yet another additional craft. I suppose it's somewhere between, oh gosh, I don't know, paint by numbers and stained glass, I guess. Okay, that's totally fine. Lurk away. I'm more than happy for people to do whatever they need to do, and hopefully my voice can just keep you company. So yeah, this is kind of my color reference for this, although the image that I sent them for the custom had a blue background, not a purple background, but I only have that digitally. So this is roughly, basically I sent them this and said, is this too detailed? And they went, leave it with us, and they managed to turn it into this sort of line work for me. So first things first is to make up our sand, because this particular version of Cloisonné is not fired enamel powder like some of the more fancy, like the jewelry pieces that you might see. This is kind of a Cloisonné effect but using coloured sands that are then sealed in with glue, and then you can, if you want, pop a resin coat over the top if you want that very shiny look. So yeah, I have got these colours left over from making the first kit. They've dried out a little bit, but they are still usable. And then I've got brand new colours waiting that came with this kit. So I'm going to move my little witch out of the way and start off by opening some packets. I am not going to get her completed in this evening's hour that we've got together, but we'll see what I can get done. I think I'm going to start with her dress because that seems the least intimidating. There's less colour mixing going on. It's more just sort of basic purples with some shadows. So we get these little pots, and I've got 4 packets of purple sand. So let's start off. I'm going to open a few, and this is kind of, I guess, akin to kitting up a diamond painting. And oh, you know what? I might be able to fit all 4 of these packets in there. All of the equipment needed for this came with the kit, but you can also buy everything separately, so that's quite nice. So you can buy extra wire and bits and pieces. So this is where I just need to try and not spill water all over my desk while I do this. Right, so I've added the water. I'm going to do a couple and then I'll give them a mix. So, because it says to let them, you know, soak up a bit. So I'm going to need oh, is that a black? The same as that? It's not, you know. I've got a black already, but this appears to be more of a dark grey. So this is separate. Just looking at the colours I might need. Let's okay. There's only very little bits of those ones. I think I'm going to go with the darker blue for my shading. What does it smell like? This doesn't smell like anything at all. Obviously, don't sniff the sand. You'll get it up your nose. But yeah, I did find I was quite sensitive to the glue that I used, which was this stuff, the B7000. This is what comes with the kits, and it is quite stinky, so you'll need doors and windows open. However, they do now offer on their site a different glue that is more natural, I guess. So, but yeah, it needs to be a waterproof adhesive that has kind of almost kind of a rubbery property to it once it's dry. So, because you literally, I went round with the sort of needle tip of the glue, drawing the lines, and then when that glue is tacky, you then embed the wire into that. So, hey, Serafina, good to see you. Yes, you give it a go. They've got some really cute kits, smaller ones than these. Which, if they'd had smaller ones when I first started, I might have, I might have gone for a smaller one first as well. Okay, let's grab out my. So, having got 2 kits now, I have 2 lovely pouches because they're just super cute, and this has got all of our bits and bobs in. So, things that we might need: tweezers. So you get your little wire cutters and everything. You get your wire. This is leftover wire that I didn't use, so, and I've got more leftover wire in this kit. So once you've bought a couple, you'll have more than enough leftovers to have a go at some other pieces. Right. Let's give you a little mix. So we're making sort of a slurry, I guess, with the sand. And yeah, there's it says, let me read you the instructions because I kind of just eyeballed it that time. So yeah, it says once the sand is wet, you want to have the water 3 to 5 millimeters higher than the sand in the pots. So you want it to be decently wet and kind of gloopy. I'm just going to bring you down a bit so you can have a better look. So there you go. So yes, this is just the sand and water mix. I probably added too much water to this one. You can of course draw off water from it if you need to, but I think I can make it work. Right, so let's get started. I'm gonna see how we go with this one. Oh, now you're too close. Let's bring you back out again. There we go. We'll go like that. So comes with a little spray bottle. This has just got water in it. It comes empty. I've added water to it to spray the area that you're going to be working on. And then so let's bring this purple over. Obviously here we're working in quite a large area. And obviously this wire is only a couple of millimeters high, so you don't want to overfill. You don't want it to spill over. So the wetter it is, the easier the sand flows. I found sort of getting it to where I wanted it to be, and then the kits come with little pipettes, so then if you need to draw any water up, if you've done too much, you can then suck up a little bit of water. These are some of the largest areas to do, so. And then you can also you can also use the pipette directly to fill areas. So I definitely think it's never going to be a one-day craft because you need to let everything dry in between and stuff. But I found that the actual colouring was a lot quicker to do than the wire work. I found the wire work was where I struggled. But that might be different for everybody. I know I saw somebody that was on the groups who was saying they were left-handed and they struggled because they felt that they were struggling because they were left-handed. I'm left-handed and I didn't find that to be a problem. So everybody is different. What am I missing? Hey Dylan, welcome. Sorry, got that concentration quiet going on. Okay. Right, okay. So let's give this a little mix up again, because you can see the sand sort of starts sinking a little bit. Sinking, I don't know. You can see it's not as liquidy as it was. Okay. So, oh, there we go. Now I can demonstrate to you what to do when you make a mistake. I've got a little spill here. I'll bring you down again. Can you see that? I'm not sure you can. But yeah, I've just spilled a little bit over the line where I want it to go. So again, it's where your pipettes come in handy. Just suck it up. And then either a tissue, or I've got some cotton buds. There. Right. I know I've just dropped some in her hat as well. I'm less bothered about that because that's going to be black. Here around her jewellery will be interesting because I cheated a little bit. I didn't feel like making the jewellery out of wire, so I used a little gemstone that I had kicking about. So we'll see how that works. Yeah, they did a really good job, I think, of matching my colours for me. Now, I will say there isn't anywhere on their website for custom designs. And in fact, I consider myself very lucky that I had reached out basically to ask for their advice on trying to do my logo. And that's when they offered to put it together for me. But I would also think that if you reach out to them and ask, they are a lovely bunch of people and they seem very open and accommodating. I'll bring you back out again so you've got a better view. What I do down here. So yeah, here again it's very patchy because I've not got enough sand. I've got too much water. But I'm being a little bit tentative because I do want to go in and add a bit of shading in her dress with the darker blue. But I want to get it all and okay, I'm just gonna get this top part of her dress filled in and then I'll add those shades, or try to at least. I think I might need to go back to using the pipette. Just drawing off some of these patches of water as well. There's just far too much liquid. There we go. Okay, so having got like that initial initial purple layer on. I'm just going to give it a little, and I mean little, just jog. And that does help to get some of the worst of the, what's the word? The patchiness, I guess. Oh, Dylan. Dylan says, I love that you refer to her as her when it's you. I guess, yeah, I guess she is me. Yeah. She was, yeah. Although we don't have okay. I've just noticed here, my wire is a little loose here, so before I work on her hat, I will run another bead of glue around, because otherwise that's just going to leak. And it does say in the instructions to make sure that, you know, everything that needs to be glued down is glued down. But yes, I do have a struggle. That's a struggle, is it? Excellent. Struggle. I do indeed have more hair now, Em. Maybe I should have done her with long plaits. But this is me post lockdown head shave. So when it was just all growing back in. Okay, let's get some dimension into this cartoony lady. So yeah, I'm just sort of referring to my little picture, and it seems to be that the dark areas are I'm going to go in with I'm going to go pipette again. I think I feel more confident with that. I think that's the case. So it's darker to the underside of the lines. I know she's a cartoon character, but obviously, I don't want her to look too silly. Be shading there. That would have made her look very Mildred Hubble, yes. Yeah, I don't want to be accused of stealing other people's IP. So. But yeah, my initial drawing, she did have longer hair. But when I sent it to the digital artist that digitized it for me, they wanted a picture of me, and the picture of me that I sent, I had shorter hair. In fact, it's the one that's the channel picture of me wearing the witch's hat. So that was kind of sort of where that came from. Just the fact that it was my drawing, but then made to look more like me, I guess. Okay, need to deal with that. That's got too much water going on. Come on. It does seem to be a very forgiving medium, this, at least. You know, if I hated this right now, I could just go wash it all off and start again, because there's no glue involved at this point other than what's, you know, sticking the wire down. The actual colours are just suspended in water, so obviously you won't get to see the next bit just yet, but once you've coloured it all in, you then leave it for, how long does it say? It does say right, after colouring, you then spray with this adhesive fixer that I've left packed away. Where is it? In here. Yeah. So yeah, we get this sand fixing glue, which obviously you only get a little bit in there, but then you have to top it up with water. So you spray that over the whole thing when you're done, and then that sort of saves your progress. And then when you're completely done, you then top this one up with does that one get mixed? I can't remember if that one gets mixed or not. Maybe it doesn't, but then that one is your laminating glue, and that goes over the top, and then it'll turn the whole thing white, like white school glue, and then you leave it and it dries clear. And then if you want, you can then add a coat of resin over the top if you want it shiny. Right. Did you feel it up your fingers too? It's just. You can also, if you're careful, you can just do a little tap, 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 a tap, a tap. Right. Yeah, I can see that I've got quite a big puddle of water here. You probably can't see, but there's far too much liquid floating up to the surface there. So I'm going to again just try and draw a little bit of that off. I think that's, you know, that's a user error. that's a me problem. I'm probably using slightly too much water. But of course the water will evaporate off and leave the sand, and then if I need to top it up, I can do. Okay. I think I'm quite happy with the way that that's looking. Yeah, I think so. Right, let's go down and do her shoes, which I'm just going to pop a lid on these ones so that I don't spill them. Now, rather than opening a new black, I've got this black already available, so I'm just going to use that. Yeah, the wire work was definitely, you know, that was what I found hardest. Although once I figured out that you just need to wait for the glue to, you know, almost entirely go off before you start trying to stick the wire on, things went a lot more smoothly. I think I mentioned I did a live stream doing some wire work, and I mentioned in that actually having the comments to read through and things on the live stream really helped, because it was far less, like, I was far less impatient, just sort of sitting and waiting. You almost need like another something to do whilst Yeah, whilst you're waiting. You swear doing all your crafts. Oh, see, this is where I wish I had the technical know-how to bring up their website and show you things on it, because there are some very simple cartoony designs that I think even the person with the least nimble fingers, my goodness, I can't speak, would be able to manage. But I mean, they're certainly very generous with their colours as well of what they give you. For example, this black that I'm currently using was supplied with the koi kit, and the black is only in the eyes of the koi fish. That's the only place that I used the black for those. So yeah, obviously I had plenty left over. Okay, I'm going to use the pipette again to do the heel of the shoes. Hey Shaz! Welcome! I'm so glad that you've popped in. Oh, always good to hear from you, my love. I hope that you're doing well. Damn carers. Why are they going to come at this time, eh? But no, I'm glad that you're getting people come to help you out. Hey Sarah, how you doing? Oh, we're playing with coloured sand today. Right. Okay. Yeah, I expect you to ask your carers to subscribe. Tell them that this is part of your self-care. Hey, maybe you can get them in one of your videos. You start vlogging. Right, okay, what are we doing? See, I've done the blocky stuff, and now I'm scared. While I've got the black out, I am gonna try and do the glasses, which is probably one of the hardest things. I'm gonna turn her round so it's closer to me, and I'm gonna give the face a little spray. Yeah, this could be not good. We'll see. So there is a. Do I want to try and do it with that? Okay, I'm gonna stick with the pipette. Stick with what's working. Just Sorry, I'm now trying to look around the camera as well. So, come on. Shaz, this is a bit like filling up one of those really difficult resin molds. I'm not breathing. Oh, that was a little bit too full, that one. No! It's exactly what I didn't want to happen, and I just made it happen. Well done, me. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it kind of is. It really isn't. Right, okay. Ah! Okay, I'm going to try and do the next bit. I really didn't leave myself very much room for this. See, they sell black wire. I wonder if maybe I'd have been better off just making the glasses from scratch. But you know, this is kind of part of the what makes it look impressive, I guess, is the little details. Oh, my hand's shaking. Okay. A crafty duck. Okay, right. That's quite enough stressful glasses making for one day. I've still got to do the eyes. Jeepers. Okay. Just to remind you, that's what it's supposed to look like. We'll get there. We will get there. So I think maybe we'll have a go at the brown and doing the besom paintbrush that she's riding. I'm going to leave the skin tone for today. I'm not feeling brave enough for that right now. I don't want to muck that up on camera if I can avoid it. So let's just, sorry, taking you on a bit of a ride. Okay, but on the whole, I'm quite pleased. I'm pleased with how the shadings come out on her dress. I might add a little bit more. Might be a bit braver, make those shadows a bit bigger perhaps. Once I see if it's patchy when it dries. But yeah, let's get some brown. So I've got this ready brown that's already, well, I say it's already made up, has already been wetted at least once. But yeah, you can see it's good sandcastling material at the moment because it's damp but not liquidy. So I need to add some water to that one. But then I've also got the other browns that they provided with this kit, which is that one. And did I have another one that I've misplaced? I've got that one as well, but I think I'm going to keep that as a skin tone shade, and maybe for the bristles, we will see. Yeah, that's going to be the hair colour. Obviously, if you're doing one of their advertised designs, it does come with a little chart that shows you where the colours go, you know, roughly. but not for this one. Because it's a custom. So. Oh, that one's got a bit bubbly. There must have been quite a lot of air bubbles in that sand. Right. Right, sorry, I've just realised you cannot see a thing I'm doing. I apologise. Let me just make some more space. So the one problem with doing this is that, unlike a diamond painting that I can just hoik out the way, this has to be kept flat until it's dry. So, right. I think I over-slushed that a little bit, but never mind. Never mind. It's quite satisfying though, mixing up the sand and water. Okay, so let's get this back down here. So the way that she is on here, because the lighting is terrible today, it's really orangey. We've got sort of a lighter patch here, and then the rest is darker. So I think I'm going to start with the dark down here. Did I spray this? I did not spray this. That's better. Yeah, this one's got a real fizz going on. I'm not sure why. It's the same water, the same sand. Oh, careful around the fingers. Sorry. That's going up on the screen because all the lovely peeps that watch on replay, I'm sure they are very confused by the fact that I don't put the chat on screen often enough, and then I'm talking about things that are irrelevant to what I'm doing. I have just found another gap in the wire. Just between these two fingers here, there should be a tiny piece of wire, and there isn't. Yeah, chocolate fingers. Yeah. Trying to do something that will mimic a wood grain. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I'm sort of hoping that just by pulling one colour through the other, we might end up with something a little bit like wood grain. We'll see. It's very experimental, and that's okay. A finger of fudge, yeah. Yeah, just enough. You're not lowering the tone, Dylan. We wouldn't want you any other way. Right. Okay. Now, for the gold ferrule, I'm going to go with a bright yellow, which again is from the older stash. So it's going to need a little bit of water. Ooh. Oh, right. How are we doing? We've got 10 minutes left. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, in theory, after today, the next time you see this, it will be all finished. Which, let me just check. I did have a plan. Whether that plan comes to fruition, I don't know. But, oh, okay, not in that book. This book. Oh. August. So, in theory, not this coming Friday, Friday after. She should be all finished because that gives me enough time to get her dried and laminated and everything else. That's the plan. Let's just put a lid on that one before I spill it everywhere. I don't suppose it matters too much, but the first the first kit that I got, the pots came with separate lids, and the newer pots have got an attached lid. It doesn't seem to make much of a difference, but I'm just thought I'd mention it in case you're wondering why there's two different sorts of pots. to a little bit. Right. Now, I'm going to add a little bit of white just to put a bit of a shine on that, because that's how it is in the original picture. Gosh, this one's really dried out. This is fully just gone back to regular sand. White is something they've given me lots of, so I can add shadows and highlights and things, so that's not a problem at all. Right, okay, so that works, that's good. I'm happy with the way that that little highlight has worked. On the whole, I'm quite pleased. In fact, while I've got the white out, I might as well, sorry, this is a horrible scrapey noise while I do that on the table. I'm going to have a go at doing those teeth, because the teeth are the only other thing that is white, just white on its own. I'm going to grab a new pipette so it doesn't have any residual colour in it. That is far too much that I've just picked up. I guess this is a little bit like icing a cake or something, that kind of. You're doing like writing and icing, that sort of thing. For the record, I do not have this kind of Wallace and Gromit smile in real life. It's the style of the artist that why can't I say that? Digitized my sketch. If you want to look them up, their Instagram is always at the bottom of every video, so you can check them out. They do commission work. I found them on where did I find them? It wasn't Fiverr. Oh, Ko-fi. That's where I found them. Yeah. So, in fact, talking of logos and hiring people, if anyone knows of anyone that does animation, I'm looking to get someone to do me a new channel intro. And I kind of know what I want, but I don't have the talent to do it. So if you've got any contacts, let me know. Right, we have got 4 minutes left, and I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead and leave this here for this evening. I'm quite pleased. I was really nervous going into doing this because it's I don't know. I felt like there's no, you know, with colouring the koi fish, as long as I roughly got the colours in the right place, there was kind of no right or wrong way of how to do it. Whereas if this doesn't look like my logo, it's not going to look like my logo, and that's going to be painfully obvious. So yeah, I'm quite pleased. Yeah, obviously I'm going to go back in and seal around this wire. Once this has all dried a little bit, I shall go back in and just seal that wire. And then I need an extra tiny bit of wire just between those two fingers, just because I don't know how I missed it, to be honest. There's a tiny gap. But yeah, and I'm still undecided as to whether I'm going to do a background colour or not. I think I'll wait and see. They have given me a whole heap of blue sand, so I can do the blue background, which was in the original picture. But I might just wait and see how she looks once she's all finished. I might wait and see. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Obviously, as I said before, if you're going to check them out, please feel free to make use of my discount code, which is down there. It is an affiliate code, so if you use it, I make a few pennies, but it doesn't cost you any extra. So there's that. And yeah, you can find them if you want to find more people that are doing cloisonné, then do check out their Facebook group. It's a friendly place to hang out. As for me, I will be back on Friday with another witchy video. This time doing some diamond painting. It is currently this month I'm taking part in the Oz in Org Wizard of Oz themed diamond painting event. So I will be chatting a little bit about that on Friday. Fingers crossed, hopefully you'll get a bonus video this Sunday, because the witch caskets shipped today, and if mine has arrived before Sunday, you will get an unboxing video to enjoy. If not, it will be the following week. So yeah, I don't know what is on the docket for the next live. Let's have a look. Have I got anything penciled in my diary? I do try and plan these things ahead so they're not entirely impromptu. No, I haven't planned anything. I have planned for the week after, but not for next Wednesday. So I'll have a think and I'll try and let you know beforehand what is coming up. Also, if you hadn't noticed, over on the Crafty Coven Facebook page, there is currently a little survey thing for you to pick what theme you fancy for the February event for next year. Currently, fairy tales are winning, so go and check that out. There's a few other options, but yeah, I'm happy with anything, but I'd rather pick something that makes everybody else happy. So big loves to all of my wonderful patrons and channel members. You guys mean the absolute world. If you want to find out about what you can get from becoming a channel member or a patron, links are in the description down below. It super helps the channel if you can do those YouTubey things like share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff, that doesn't cost you anything, and just helps more people find us and our little witchy crafty family. So I'm doing that thing that I do at the end of a live where I just ramble a bit. Okay. Shaz, I'm sending super big loves to you. I hope you feel better soon. And to anyone else out there that needs a bit of healing love, I hope you can feel us stretching our arms around you and sending some healing energy your way. I'm going to go and grab a cuppa and then maybe think about tackling another section of this. We'll see. You guys, I hope that you are having a good evening, afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. And until next time, stay crafty.